Hi there, Simmers, and welcome back to Texas. We are still outside of Marfa, but we flew in here yesterday in the King Air, and I thought we'd fly out here in the Beaver. If you followed me a little bit a while or seen me fly the Beaver before, you know I'm a real fan of the aircraft, at least in real life. I'm not crazy about the Milviz version, but it is the best one we have, and it is kind of fun to fly. I don't like some of the animations, are a little sort of stiff, and it just feels a little bit sort of on railsy, for lack of sort of a better word. Today we're going to do kind of a short flight. I just want to fly from, oh man, here we go again. We are here at Alpine Kasparis Kilo Echo 38, Echo 38, and I only want to go to neighboring town. This has kind of been my go-to here of Marfa. That's all it is. That's all I want to do. But maybe we could go there by way of Alta Vista and yeah, maybe just something like that. It's kind of an interesting mountain area. You got quite high peaks around here, and these airports all sit on a big plain, but you can travel around here quite easily. It's pretty fun. I've actually cheated a little bit. I flew here yesterday by way of just following the road. Today I think what we'll do is we're just going to take off, go south, and follow these big mountains to Goat Mountain and Cathedral Mountain, which should be more or less among the highest peaks around here, around 7,000 feet. And then we'll tune into the VOR and try and find our way back up. So maybe we'll go something like, we'll go south out of here, go head directly south, and then we'll tune into the radial, tune the radial, and for the 332 radial, and we'll fly that until we find Alta Vista, and we'll do a touch and go, and then we'll go on to Marfa, Texas. I think that's my plan anyway. So let's just get going. The weather's beautiful. This should be fairly non-eventful. Yeah, we should just, I'm just gonna check how that we have some fuel. Not that we need so much. Let's just put in a little bit less fuel today. %. Okay, so to start this baby, me and my views. So I have too many views and not enough ways to control them. That's the view I wanted. To start it, the first thing you do is you pump fuel into the engine. You can see this arrow moves. You do it 5 times and you get into the green arc here. See this tiny little green arc? So that's a fuel pump, manual fuel pump, pumps fuel into the engine. Then you go ahead and you prime 3 times. I think this is the parking brake. Anyways, next thing you do is you crack the throttle and you switch on the magnetos. That should do it, but it didn't. I forget you have to do the prop on this, which makes no sense to me, but that's how they want you to do it. Avionics can come on. And we'll start tuning everything, I think, before we get going. So we want to tune, basically the only thing we want to tune is this VOR, the Marfa VOR at 115.9. And that's it. Turn on a little bit of instrument lighting. We turn on the nav light, turn off the beacon, and yeah, the next thing we do is let's tune this already. So what we want to do is head up 332. So we'll switch the VOR, turn the OBS here to 332. That's what we want to capture eventually. But before that, we just want to head south, basically. And I line up the gyro with the compass. The compass looks to be slightly below 150, so 14. That's not tooltip here, but so that's 130, 140, 143, something like that. Yeah, let's do 143 here too. And the next thing we can do is let's go get the weather from active sky.
Kilo Echo 38 airport information Echo 1215 Zulu weather wind 193 at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 19 dew point 14 altimeter 3023 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo Echo 38 airport information Echo 1215 Zulu weather wind 193 at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 19 dew point 14 altimeter 3023 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo Echo 38 airport information Echo 1215 Zulu weather wind 193 at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 19 dew point 14 altimeter 3023 advise on initial contact you have information Echo Kilo Echo 38
okay,
airport information Echo 121
yeah, so basically runway 15 the wind is coming in from the south. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Wind is coming in from the south. We'll find a runway that heads roughly south, which I think there is here. Yeah, 19.
Echo 38 traffic, November 5347 Golf, destination runway 19er, Echo 38.
So runway 19er is actually heading to our left here. I'm a little confused. There's no chart of the airport. Yeah, so it's 523, so it's the one up ahead, and it will be, so we'll have to take a right there. Yes, this is runway 919, so I don't know, is there a taxiway down 19? Actually doesn't seem like it, so we'll have to go out here and we'll taxi, we'll backtrack down runway 19. Taxiing from the outside camera view is always so dangerous. Or difficult, not dangerous. Yeah, so there was a taxiway there too that I could have seen. Okay, here we are, lined up runway 19. Next thing we'll do is we'll just set the trim, and we will go ahead and depart south.
Echo 38 traffic, November 5347 Golf, taking off runway 19er, departure to the south, Echo 38.
$60 knots. We're off. It's very stable on takeoff. I've heard that about the plane too, that it is actually a very stable plane. And retract the flaps. don't know why that frequency didn't get... Okay, oh no, that's a nav 2. This is nav 1, of course. Where is the... There's no instrument though for the nav 2 radio. So, we're going straight on south from here. That should be Cathedral Mountain and Goat Mountain then, somewhere around here. 6,640, 6,800 feet. Yeah, so 6,600. That's probably... So to our left that would be Cathedral Mountain. Then that would be Goat Mountain to our right, further down. That little butte there. I'm getting such good frames here. I'm actually going to go ahead and make it so the vegetation casts and building casts shadows, and even the terrain. Let's see how that goes. Doesn't change the frame rate at all in this kind of environment. That makes very little difference. The GTX 1070 just sort of spits that up and juices it out. That's no problem at all. Mixture back. I think we'll try and head up to about 8,000 feet. Manifold pressure dialed up as high as I can go. So we'll be able to go much faster in the climb anyway. Temps all look good. Climb rate is nice. Kinda wanted to see if we could get the ident for oh yeah, here we go. Here's our idents. So we're already picking it up, so that's good. Just didn't understand why I had that little red flag there. I guess we're also heading maybe northwest, so we're kind of heading into this. That's this plane already, isn't it? And then yeah, it is. And that's 8,000 feet. So let's try and level this out. do a left turn straight south again before we'll start turning right to try and catch this VOR. So that's not running at 28. So it's running at 20. Yeah, I guess we could. Let's try that. It's lost altitude already. But, sometimes I really wish you could feel what happened in the sim, because you don't have to look at the instrument for that long before you've lost track of where you were going. I bet you that's the airport right there, actually. But if it is, which it is, then we should be picking up the Marfa VOR directly to our right at 312. Which we are, almost. Man, that OBS is really sensitive. Yeah, so you can see here too, this is this drop off into this valley. Which we're kind of seeing right ahead of us. There should be some power lines too following that canyon. Or we could even actually, you know what? Since we found this airport, and that's kind of boring, then let's go down here and let's see if we can't follow the power lines back into town. So there should be some power lines in the valley in front of us, going back up to Marfa. Along Highway 67. Yeah, let's see if we can't find those. And these runways are so long. Like, look at them: 4,700, 4,600, 4,800, 4,400. These are private little strips. Even these ones, these ones are unregistered, 3,500 feet. Here we go, 2,900. Against the border. Very neat. Pretty stable cruise here, 8,000 feet, and I wish I could go a little faster. So we're heading directly south from here, which is this direction, actually, more or less. You look here in the road, so it's this direction south. And we're heading more or less directly south, so we could actually do a turn to the right. Let's do that, and let's drop some altitude. Let's turn almost directly west, and let's see if we can't find those power lines and follow them back into town. For 6,000 feet. So here's the road, leaving the cliff right behind us. And if we study the chart, here's the road with the cliff, and somewhere ahead of us should be a power line. Power lines are most of the time they are modeled in the sim, but not always. Or they're sometimes really hard to find, but today on such good weather, I'm sort of hoping that today will not be a day where they're too hard to find. Well, you know what, I'm going to take us out of 9,500, I want to get a little closer to the ground. So the power line should be going over these mountains that I think it is these mountains that we're flying over. So around here, and there is a highway. Up here soon, and they are following a heading of, so roughly like 2-1. So let's just see. We're not sort of wildly overshooting this. See, we're not there yet, because if it's 2-1, we're roughly directly south of the VOR right now. We want more to the west. Directly south of the VOR, yeah, that's that road that we passed, so we're here somewhere, and we still have a ways to go until we reach the power lines. Airplane. Love the Beaver. Very few landmarks. There is one mountain of 5,300 feet. Somewhere around here, otherwise than that, it's pretty flat. Be down there where that mountain is, right? Or even hard to say. Now we're heading see, this is the thing, I get so disoriented and I don't notice that I'm heading north. We want to be heading west. Here's the road. That is for sure the road. That is for sure the road. And there is a bend in it. Probably around here. Actually, if we were heading north. So the power line should then be to our back. The peak should be directly to our left, which we can see. Back again, I think we passed the power lines. Again, because really you have to be all the way down here for the power lines to be on the western side of the road. The power lines are on the eastern side of the road. That's a given. And I cannot see them. But that's okay, we'll follow the road. See if that does indeed take us into Marfa. this point, the heading we're on should roughly take us back to Marfa, yeah, to Marfa VOR, as you can see. So since we're, yeah, it's roughly we're on the right way, more or less. This antenna though should definitely be on the chart. But it isn't. The road turns left here for a long straight section. Here. We're here. That must be it. And that's Marfa right ahead of us. Good thing we reacted to the road because there is no power lines that I can see around here at all. And that is most definitely Marfa. Middle of nowhere. Middle of absolute nowhere. Yeah, fuel pressure. Okay, we should go ahead and switch to the front tank. Pretty desolate landscape, huh? One thing I've been thinking about, I saw there's a real floor announcement from Turbulent Designs, which is basically look like an even better version of Envtex Trees. Why isn't there like some cactus autogen, man? Like other plants, shrubbery, stones, that sort of stuff. I would love some autogen that are different. Like all these little dots down here. How cool would that be if that wasn't actual little stones? So yeah, so you come in, there's a private airport called Macquarie to the right of town. Cannot say that I see it. And then there's the Marfa Airport out there, and north of town. I messed up my leaves again. Yeah, I truly do not see any airport here. This Macquarie Airport, that is. Let's see if we can't get some weather here too.
Kilo Mike Romeo Foxtrot Airport Information Hotel 1215 Zulu weather wind 193 at 5 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 19 dew point 14 altimeter 3023 advise on initial contact you have information Hotel Kilo Mike Romeo Foxtrot Airport Information Hotel.
So runway 19, which is this one, I guess. So what we'll do is we'll just join the downwind here. And we'll do touch and goes runway 21. Actually, it's not going to be runway 21, is it? It's going to be runway... Yeah, 3021, yeah, that's correct, sorry. Runway 21, and we can... So, if we're gonna do a wheel landing, we should aim to do it at 95 knots, is what I've heard. Which to me seems crazy fast. But we'll give it a go. Try and do some sort of coordinated-ish turn around here. $95 seems crazy. It's like out of the question. I could be misremembering, which is why I'm just like not doing it. Let's see if we can. We can't do a wheeled landing like this. See, this just feels crazy. It just doesn't want to do it. Let's take off again. Let's do one more go, but I just want to see it. Well, after I'm back in the air, I'm going to do another little replay. See, that all looks good. The touchdown is on 2, but it's just way too fast, right? So it keeps taking off and bouncing and bouncing. That's terrible. Go. It's not runway 21, of course, it's runway 12, but you know. Do 7.5 knots this time. Which I kind of believe in more. This speed. Okay. Same thing happens. But if I do a 3-pointer, it lands, it squeaks down beautifully. Yeah, I wonder if I've read somewhere on the forums that they think that this is a bug. I don't know, maybe it's just me and I'm not good at this, but it kind of feels like it. It feels very bouncy on the 2-pointer. standard airport. Nothing special about this one, but I don't know, it's something about the location. I think this would be a great add-on airport for some reason. I haven't seen it in real life, but I just like the location. It feels so un-American. It's like a world away. So if someone who makes sceneries is watching, then make this one. Make Murpha. I think it would be a really fun place to fly into. Like a regional jet type of place. BizJet hangout. So popular with all the rich and famous these days. It's artsy and all that sort of stuff. So I kind of think there's some pretty realistic routes. Okay, we're just gonna go in here and see what we do next time. I'm kind of wondering if I should head on over into Mexico, maybe with the Turbine Duke, and do like a mock smuggling run or something like that. If we want to do drugs, we'll do something something more fun, like cacti or or something like that. Something not as I don't want to work for the cartels, but I do want to fly low and fast. So we'll see what we can come up with for ideas here. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you do like what you see, you can subscribe or leave comments or likes. It's always appreciated. And if you don't, you can leave one of those thumb downs. It's kind of up to you. And that wasn't the parking brake, was it? Cool. That's it. We're in Marfa. And it's kind of been one of those places I always knew I wanted to go to in this around the world trip. It's very pretty. It's very stark. Actually looks really... I've been here a few times before, and when I've been here the weather's been terrible, and it's kind of changes. It looks even more dramatic. Maybe I should have come in here later in the day. You can really see what it looks like. At dawn, or it looks great. Looks pretty special. Cool. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.